Thank you. Ms. Cherfilus-McCormick for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chair Barrett, and thank you, Ranking Member Budinski, for convening today's hearing. As a former healthcare executive and former ranking member of this subcommittee, I understand that information technology is vital in delivering world-class healthcare and fulfilling our sacred promise to our veterans. I also know that significant organizational change can be disruptive, but often necessary. The way Doge and Mr. Vaught have approached these changes at OIT seem intentionally cruel. I've heard you are trying to right this ship and recognize the valuable contributions of VA employees while implementing the change. Mr. Poole, what other steps are you taking to repair employee morale?
Thank you for the question, Congresswoman. It's a good opportunity to talk about the bigger picture at VA. Obviously, change is very challenging. In this particular instance, change is very necessary. It's an opportunity under this administration to really improve the things at VA on a scale really not seen before. So as we go about that, we're doing very frequent communications. We have a lot of activities underway. We have surveying and taking a pulse of the organization. Again, just to check in and make sure the workforce is getting the information that they need, particularly through the DRP programs. We made certain that we had lots of frequent communications, lots of options, lots of questions and answers with the workforce, so that the employees could make the best decision for themselves and the families with given the opportunities presented.
And what are you doing to bolster retention efforts?
To bolster retention efforts, we are, again, making our mission focus back on the veteran. We are focusing exclusively on trying to optimize everything that we do to drive maximum value, and I think that in itself has been a uniter with the staff and a good focus for the organization to really, again, focus on our core mission. What can we do to improve services to veterans across the board through technology?
Do you have any mechanisms in place that can actually track feedback to make sure that you're getting the desired effect?
Yes, Congressman, we absolutely do. In fact, I will yield to Ms. Beard, who will talk a little bit more about those mechanisms.
Yes, thank you for the questions. During a time of change, it's so important to have strong communications with the staff and make sure that we're providing back the visibility and understanding the why we are doing what we're doing. Since January especially, we've been doing a lot of town halls and other communications. We have over an 80% satisfaction rate with over 78% attendance, so good saturation along with strong satisfaction. In the development side, we also have released a career development portal for all categories along the NIST cybersecurity codes for employees that focuses on not only assessing their current skills and upskilling into the areas they want to do. So our focus around retention is not only to take care of them now, but also take care of what the VA is going to need and what they need to continue their growth here with OIT.
Thank you. My next question has to do with the Chief Information Security Officer. Since there's been significant changes within the organization, how much involvement has the CISO had?
Thank you, Congresswoman. She has been involved, as has her executive team. I believe that organization has 4 executives in the department. What we've done is primarily focus on the operational aspects. And then again, with the CISO herself, that's going to be more focused on the policy side of things. Operationally, we're looking at those immediate concerns, but as we evolve and grow throughout this reshaping effort, this will be probably much more involvement on the policy side.
And how much control and execution control does she have?
Congressman, I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, how much control, operational control over the execution does the CISO have, since that person is going to be held accountable? How much control do they have?
Congressman, I would say quite a bit of control. I mean, this is an environment where we welcome feedback from all areas of the organization, and where that is available to collect and inform our strategy, we certainly maximize the opportunity to collect that. So.
And why is the CISO not here today?
Congresswoman, I can't really speak to that. I know that operationally, most of the components for our reshaping are being aligned more towards the technical operations side of the organization. Again, moving security functions where next to the operations they support. and most of that is under Mr. Jack Galvin to my left. And so I thought, given the organizational direction we're going, it would probably be better to have Mr. Galvin here to speak to some of those issues.
Since I only have a second left, I just want to say that I just do have some deep concerns that we'll be holding this person accountable, and they're not here to actually talk about the level of control they have and how they've been participating. Thank you. I yield back.
Thank you. I will recognize myself for 5.
Representative Sheila Cherfilus-McCormick expressed concern over the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, recent organizational changes within its Office of Information and Technology, OIT, calling the approach intentionally cruel. Drawing from her experience as a former healthcare executive and committee member, she emphasized the importance of both technological advancement and employee well-being. Addressing Acting Assistant Secretary Eddie Poole, she questioned what steps were being taken to repair employee morale. Poole acknowledged the challenges of change, but highlighted that these changes present an opportunity to improve VA operations on an unprecedented scale. He stated that the VA has been actively communicating with staff, using town halls, surveys, and Q/and sessions to ensure employees are informed and supported. On retention efforts, Poole pointed to a renewed focus on the VA's core mission, serving veterans, as a unifying force for staff. This alignment, he said, helps maintain motivation and direction. He also noted the introduction of a career development portal designed to help employees assess their skills, pursue training, and prepare for future needs within cybersecurity fields. Cherfilus-McCormick pressed further, asking if feedback mechanisms were in place to evaluate the effectiveness of these initiatives. Ms. Beard, speaking on behalf of the VA, shared that town hall attendance had exceeded 78%, with over 80% of participants reporting satisfaction. The career development platform, she added, was structured around the NIST cybersecurity framework to ensure relevant and future-focused training opportunities. Attention then turned to cybersecurity and the role of the Chief Information Security Officer, CISO. The Congresswoman asked how involved the CISO had been in the department's ongoing restructuring. Poole replied that the CISO and her executive team had been part of the process, with operational responsibilities more closely tied to other technical leaders such as Jack Galvin. He explained that while the CISO's role is more policy-driven, she still holds significant operational influence. However, when asked why the CISO was not present at the hearing, Poole was unable to provide a definitive answer. He noted that the current structure aligns cybersecurity more closely with technical operations, and it was deemed more appropriate for Galvin to attend. Cherfilus-McCormick closed by expressing deep concern over the absence of the CISO, especially given the weight of accountability placed on that role and the need for transparency in such a critical period of change.